2012 I become like 18 years old, but I discovered when I was 16 and 2010 about more or less, and I discovered one day watching just the TV. Watched one show, I don't know what, EPT or something like that. In the late night, I remember I was studying. I was the summer, so I was on holiday. So I go to the bed really late and can watch some of the poker content I see in the TV, and I love it. Like I see for 2 3 days straight. I think, wow, this game is amazing. I start doing some research online about how people play, if it's possible to win the long period. And I see that if you are a better player than your opponent, you can win in the long run. So I really love it. Like from when I start, like when I was underage, I just play a lot with my parents and stuff like that, but not poker, like other Spanish games. And I always love all the card games and like board games and all this stuff. And I think that I'm really talented to play these games even before poker. So yeah, I just love it, the game. And then also the when I was 16, 17, I don't have money because I never worked at that age. So poker, I see myself like a way to win some money, and was really fun too. So just why not trying? And I started trying, and from the beginning I was winning. I started playing online, and my parents asked me if I still real money. I said no. At the beginning, I didn't play real money. I started like with free content and everything free, like videos, strategy, and everything without paying. And then my parents see that I spend a lot of the time playing poker. They didn't like it that much. They were scared. I think it's pretty normal, especially for a guy who have only 16 years old. And but we have like kinda deal. If I have like good marks at the school, they allow me to play more or less. So that's kinda the deal we have. Like I need to pass my exams, and if it's fine, I can play. The only thing I played when I was 16, 17 is like I played 10 revives with my friends in my town, with people older than me. All of them, I was there with 16, 17 trying to play some poker. And like I remember winning my first tournament for 200 euros or something like that. I was pretty happy. So yes, and then when I became 18 years old, my bankroll was like 1,000 or 1.5 thousand or something like that, like really small bankroll. But I started playing like small tournaments online and playing some live tournament like 50 bucks or something like that. I was really lucky to like my first, I don't know, maybe my first 10 live events, I win like five of them or something like that, like 50 euros, 30 euros or something like that. So yeah, I make a bankroll of 6K pretty fast, and then move to cash games table. Like as I told you before, I won 2 to 4 and that stuff. That's my beginning.
Were you using a course, or how did you study then?
Before it was really difficult because there is no content. I didn't speak English too well. I still didn't speak English too well, but in 2012 my English was not good. So I can read content in English, and most of the strategy content are in English. So I just read the only poker forum in Spanish we have, and the only players who make some videos in Spanish. So every Spanish content I read and stuff like that, but there is no software. It's like more like people telling like they play this way because of that or that, but most of us we are wrong, and now we know. But yeah, it was more like a talented game, I guess, and to see and try to learn from the best. Like my plan always was to copy the best players. So I think it's the best way to learn, just copy the players who demonstrate that they are winning for long periods.
Is it with friends? Is it PO solver type work, or what are you doing to sort of move forward now?
I love to mix all the formats because I think it's the best way to learn. Like I work with solvers, I work with PO and other solvers, but also most of the work I do is with my friends, just talking about hands or watching like replays of big final tables or analyzing databases of my normal, more common opponents and stuff like that. So I think that we can learn from everyone, especially when we are at higher stakes. Like maybe, I don't know, for a random example, maybe I play better short stack, and I don't know, Chickweed play better like deep stack, so I try to learn from his deep stack. Maybe another guy play better ICM, or maybe another guy play better heads up. Like poker is so complex, so I think we can learn from everyone. And yeah, that's how I approach poker. Like I think that I need to learn from solvers, I need to learn from other players, I need to learn from my own mistakes. So I like to pick everything at the same time, and depend of the move I had at the solver world is more hard, and it's more boring for me, but I also think is important. But yeah, I just I think I'm really good at analyzing like hands and talk with friends and keeping new things into my game and try by myself. So that's the way I study.
I gotta say, your illustrious career. You've got, I think, an EPT title. You've got World Series of Poker 3 bracelets. But what would it mean for you to win that Triple Crown? Because now they don't really do the EPT anymore. So there's not many people that have won across the 3 tours. I don't. You might know. Do you know how many Triple Crown winners are there? Is there like 5?
Yeah, like I don't know exactly, but it's 5, 6 players, I think. Yeah, I really want to win. I finished 4th in World Poker Tour Miami. That was my close call to the World Poker Tour. I would love to win online too, and day 2 about average stack. So let's see if I run well there. And yeah, I love to win the Triple Crown, and I will have the 4th crown if I win, because I have the Party Poker Millions too. It's a huge event too now. So that one. I won the main event in Bahamas, so I think it's a big main event too. And yeah, I would love to win the World Poker Tour.
Out of all these, the results and accolades, which to you is the most fun, or like that was the most meaningful? Was it that early $1 million score, just because it was so big and relative to the situation at the current time, or which one for you is the most meaningful?
I think the 3 main events I won are the more important. Every of the 3 was important at the beginning. The first one was the 10K World Series Europe main event. I won for close to $1 million, or for $1 million euros, and that was my first 10K live. I played 1 or 2 online before, but it was my first 10K live, and I won it, and my bankroll increased by a lot. I have bankroll before playing the 10K, but that one was huge for me. And that one I think is pretty important. Then my EPT win 2015 was like my dream. When I start playing poker, I always say to my friends, I will play one day on EPT. I watch every live stream of EPTs, and I really love this tournament. And to be able to win was fucking amazing for me, like insane. And then my most recent victory was Bahamas Party Million. That one for another $1 million, and that was really good for me, because I was in the biggest downswing of my career just before that win. So I was like a little bit worried. I was losing for over a year, I think, and but I still worked really hard trying to become like and to be in the top level. And after this tournament, I won 3 tournaments in a row, all of them in the first bullet. So it was like a key point in my career too, and I think these 3 tournaments are really, really important for me: 2013, 2015, and 2019.
What's the highest buy-in you've played? Have you played the million or the 500 or 250?
Yeah, I played the million, I played the 300, I played the 250, I played a bunch of 100K, but I run really bad at all of this stuff. So yeah, if I was running a little bit better, probably my hand looks way higher than that. I think most of my winnings are from main events and like normal buy-ins, like between 1K and 10K, or even 25K sometimes. Like I won a lot of money in these buy-ins, but in 50Ks, 100Ks, this type of buy-ins, I didn't win too much. I won 150K, but I never win 100K, I never win 250 or something like that. So I hope this changes soon, and I really want to increase my winnings. Yeah, when I play main events, it's a completely different game for me than to play 100K or main event. And I think the biggest leaks of most of the guys are like they are falling way too much. Every street they are playing pretty tight, fall too much, and I think the biggest mistake is not bluff enough, because bluffing is so important in poker and is part of the game. And most of the guys who are not a winning players in these main events, they play pretty tight normally.
So okay, so yeah, you got to mix it up a bit. You're missing the flops so often, right? So it's like playing. So post flop, you're trying to avoid all ins, ace king to jacks, right? There's no interest. You don't want to you want to go post flop, see flops, and play with guys.
Well, that's close, because I think some of the guys too like play main events and they don't want to be never big pot. They try to win the tournament hand by hand, like small pots, and I think that's not possible too. So you can't lose that much value. Like if you're starting with shovels and stuff like that, you know that maybe silhouetting ace king is pretty profitable. Maybe ace jack, no, ace queen is close between calling and three bet. So this kind of hands, I'm okay that you take the lower variance line, but some of the spots are really much profitable if you play the aggressive line. So I think many of the that's different leagues. Like some of the professionals who play many events try to win the tournament without risking the tournament, and that's not possible in my opinion. Like you need to put some risk in the tournament, and you need to flip in, you need to win some flip, you need to be lucky to win a tournament. That's always like that.